Next mission. Facility 4028.
The Federation Council has authorized the release of the Founder from the detention facility where she is currently being held. I need someone who Aaron and the Founder will respect to complete the transfer. You're the best candidate for the task. I don't expect any problems. But I didn't expect Jem'Hadar from the past to crash the board conference either. So take my recommendations with a grain of salt. The important thing is the safety of Aaron and the Founder. We need their help if we want to end this standoff without more bloodshed.
Okay, accept. Please don't send me friend invites on stream. This will go up on YouTube too, and you know, everyone ever that watches my videos, which will be just 5 people, will know your handle. And have fun with the harassment, because it's gonna happen. Boy. Just please send me the invites after the mission, okay? Let's go to facility 4028. In progress. Make primary. 18k credits. There we go. Should really make my big starship. That's okay. Can I make my... No, fuck, I can't. Switch starship. USS Grotius. Okay, begin facility 4028. Information redacted by order of Starfleet Intelligence. So we're gonna find out a little bit about how Starfleet actually runs things again. They have quite a bit of hidden operations. First there was section, what, 32 was it called, or 31? The spies we did some missions for regarding Drozana Station and the Davidians. And now we're gonna find out about facility 4028. Captain, we've arrived at the designated coordinates. I am detecting a large structure on the asteroid. We'll need to approach before we can hail them. Indeedy-do. Hail facility 4028. Hello, Admiral Blastrench. Your authorization to visit has just come through from Starfleet Command. We don't get many visitors here, so this is quite an occasion. However, we are detecting 2 ships in orbit. Why is there a Jem'Hadar vessel? We have a Vorta guest. Aaron is here to see the Founder. That is most irregular, Admiral. Very well, I will permit you to beam down with one of your officers. The Vorta, however, will have to remain on your ship, on his ship. Come speak to me, and if everything is in order, I will allow him to enter the facility. I'm curious to see what side quest I will get in this mission as well, because again, most missions I've done already on KDF side. So they ask you to speak to a prisoner in the prison here. And I want to see which prisoner it will be for Starfleet side.
The Founders are wise in all things.
Of course.
The Dominion has endured for over 2,000 years. We will continue to do so.
Not much progress in 2,000 years though, doesn't it? It seems like you've just stagnated. If that's all you've done in 2,000 years is just the same thing over and over again. Anyway, I made contact with Facility 4028. Excellent, I'm ready to beam down immediately. The Founder has been trapped among solids for far too long, and the Great Link is diminished without her august... Oh, fuck. Things are going to get complicated with this pronunciation. With her august presence. Okay, because that isn't the proper pronunciation. That's the Englishified pronunciation of a Latin word, and I default to Latin. Admiral, there appears to be a slight problem. My officers tell me that our transporter signal is being blocked. Do you intend to keep me waiting here on my ship like some sort of unwelcome guest? Yes, I do.
I'm here to reach a mutually
It's not that you're unwelcome, but I don't
solution.
give a shit about what your feelings are regarding this. Security concerns. Admiral, if the Dominion wanted to conquer this facility, we would do so. Fuck you. I'm sure that Starfleet thinks it's very clever and has all sorts of electronic defenses, but as we've proven in the past, even your most well-defended locations are vulnerable to a squad of Jem'Hadar warriors. Sure,
I'm here
sure.
to reach a mutually beneficial solution.
Aaron, just wait here until I speak to the Warden. Very well, Admiral, I'll wait, but I find this lack of trust very insulting. I thought friends trusted one another. We're not friends, I just met you. Perhaps offering to help you was the wrong decision. Okay, beam down. Aaron's not happy, but he's agreed to wait, sir. We are ready to transport on your orders. Okay, and you are coming with me. Thank you. Romanian is actually a language with a Latin root, like a lot of languages in Europe, of course, because the Roman Empire was all over the place. So I also find it extremely amusing when I see instructions for English speakers regarding what they should pronounce certain letters, and I go through the hoops and okay, you need to pronounce that A like in aardvark or some bullshit like that, and by the end of it, it's just okay, so I should just pronounce it like in Romanian. What the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. That's how you pronounce the letters in Romanian. And every word in Romanian, same way of pronouncing the letters. It's just a little bit of embellishment for the alphabet itself. Just a tiny bit. So, English is just all over the goddamn place with their pronunciation. It's such a stupid language to have as your first language, because it basically sabotages your ability to learn all other languages due to the way they pronounce letters so oddly in every particular word. Anyway, Captain, the Warden is waiting for us in Isolation Zone A, and that is all a rant spawning from the word August. According to the information we received, if we follow the blue line, it should lead us right to him. Thank you very much. Zone A. Alpha. Pronunciations.
Antechamber A.
Thank you.
Access restricted. Authorized visitors must report to the Warden. Follow the blue line to Isolation Zone A.
What's that drone doing there? Oh, it just scanned me. Alright, Isolation Zone A. Here we go.
Authorized visitors must report to the Warden. Follow the blue line to Isolation Zone A. Zone A.
This might be a little bit more relevant about with STO and StarTech in general if I say that the first time I ever encountered instructions on how to pronounce certain letters in English was a long time ago, when I tried to read some instructions as to how you are supposed to pronounce Klingon words. So as they're reading
Authorized
Wikipedia,
visitors must report to the warden.
so you're
Follow the
supposed to
blue line
pronounce
to
this
isolation
little
zone
letter
A.
in Kapla like this particular pronunciation in the English language, and then you're supposed to do this and this and this thingy like this word and this other word, but not like this other word, and it's just so stupid. Yeah.
ISIS access granted. Authorized visitors must report to the warden. Follow the blue line to
ISIS, please
isolation
don't
zone
talk
A.
over yourself. I am ISIS, the Inmate Security and Information System. Visitor Grimo Gikaras Blast Trench recognized. Visitor authorization verified. Access level 2 authorized. Welcome to facility 4028, Admiral. Please report to the warden before proceeding into the facility. Lower force field and extend the walkway.
You may proceed. Authorized visitors must report to the warden. Follow the blue line to isolation zone A.
I really like the uniforms these guys have here. The gold trim, I really dig it. Really dig it. Too bad I can't have something like that, you know, as a uniform like this to wear normally. The stuff you get from Omega Force, from the Borg, the faction that fights the Borg through the reputation system, kind of looks like this, but it's more white with blue trim, I think.
Isolation zone A.
Talk to the warden. Welcome, Admiral. Continue. Is there anything I can do to assist you? What can you tell me about Facility 4028? Not many people know about this place, Admiral, and that is intentional. We are Federation penis. We are a Federation penis. Penal institution designed to house the most high-profile and most dangerous.
Follow the blue line to isolation zone A.
ISIS, I'm trying to run a stream here. Please don't talk over me. Designed to house the most high-profile and most dangerous prisoners. Most are quite violent or disruptive, but a few are targets for attack that we need to keep here for their own safety. Because of the danger, this facility is almost completely staffed by photonic personnel. There are only a handful of humanoids authorized to work here, 5, now that Counselor Fair has left us. And even they aren't present at the facility full time. So basically everyone here is a hologram. Yes, Mako armor, Hayden. That's what I was thinking of. But it sadly doesn't have the exact same coloring. And this coloring is really kick-ass, I think, at least. What should I call you? Is it just the warden? Heh, a bit disconcerting, isn't it? I understand that the EMH Mark I had the same problem. This is regarding the doctor from Voyager. But in this instance, instead of the programmers forgetting to give me a name, it was intentional. The thought was that I would be less approachable and therefore our guests wouldn't consider me to be a target for manipulation. Or perhaps it was their little joke. You've met ISIS? I find it quite intriguing that our computer received a name, but I and the rest of the photonic staff did not. I'm here to see the founder. Oh really? That is quite unusual. I thought you were the Starfleet representative I requested to speak to inmate 53160. He's been waiting for quite some time. I'll need to verify your authorization to see the founder, and that will take a few minutes. Until then, would you be willing to speak to inmate 53160? He is in Isolation Ward A. You can get there from this area. Let's hear his grievances, and I'm really curious to see what inmate this is. But look at that armor. The weapon is a little bit mismatched, but the armor looks super cool. Super kick-ass. Black with gold trim. Yeah. Nice. Okay, let's see. Extend secondary walkway.
Extending walkway.
And the Omega Task Force visuals for the Mako armor are really cool too, but not as cool as this. Let's see, who do we need to talk to? We have ISIS Terminal.
Inmate 98639.
Ooh, an Undine. Name unknown, species undine, type class 1. Sentence pending. Requirements: isolation ward protocols. Full access for Starfleet intelligence. Other visitors must be approved by Warden. Access to technology restricted. Must be accompanied by rapid response team at all times when out of cell. Notes: Infiltrator impersonating Captain Tvix of the USS Cochrane. Removed from ship along with 3 other Undine on Stardate 73967.3. Testing of isomorphic capabilities remains inconclusive. Remanded to Facility 4028 for detention and debriefing. Refer to Order 54937 Drake 6 for details. Let's just leave that guy in there, okay, shall we? And over here we have... Is it going to be the same prisoner?
Inmate 53160.
Amar Singh. Species: human, augment, class 6. Sentence: life with the possibility of parole. Requirements: isolation ward protocols. Visitors must be approved by Warden. Recreational materials must be approved by Warden. No access to computer terminals or technology allowed. Notes: a brilliant scientist who has dedicated himself to creating a perfect species through gene manipulation. 2 prior convictions for illegal experimentation and performing illegal genetic enhancements. Expert in multi-species augmentation. Apprehended on Hatoria by Starfleet officers after joining forces with Klingon Ambassador Buvat to perform genetic experiments on Gorn and Klingon subjects. We actually did this mission a while ago, a few days ago. So it's kind of nice to see past missions tied into future, the ones you're doing now, or hear about missions that you can do on the other side, on the KDF side, on Starfleet, and their impact on the world. It's kind of cool. Open the cell door, and let's see what this guy has to say. Hello. Are you still upset about me capturing you? Is this some kind of joke? I ask for a representative of Starfleet to explain why I must continue my research, and they send you? The one who put me in here? I see now that this was an exercise in futility. Your mind is too small to understand anything I have to say. You're a psychopath. No one wants to hear anything from you. Why should Starfleet let you continue your research? Genetic manipulation is illegal. The genetic code holds no secrets from me. I can cure diseases, extend lifespans, make the perfect warriors. Admiral, the Federation is at war. Many lives are lost every day, but what if I could make the people on your crew stronger and more resilient? What if your reaction time was increased tenfold, or your body could heal from almost any wound? It actually can already. Because of game mechanics, you see, Mr. Amar Singh, that has already happened. I can create perfection. All I need is time and resources. Perfection is an illusion. I'll make a report to Starfleet Command, but I can't promise anything. I think your research is dangerous, but it's up to Starfleet Command to make a final decision. Yeah, let's do that. And that's about it. A little bit of a distraction there. Let's see if we can close the door.
Inmate 53.
Continue. Oh, open cell door? No, you can only open it, which is kind of weird. Speak to the Warden again. Here we are. Talk to the Warden. I did as you asked. May I see the Founder now? Of course. I've verified your authorization and granted permission for your Vorta friend to transport as well. However, he must remain outside the isolation zones. I realize this is an unusual situation, but security protocols must be maintained. We are losing our most famous inmate. I suppose I should be a little sad, but it's not like she was very easy to get to know. She's very different from our other inmates. I don't suppose that she has much use for us. The Founder is being held in Isolation Zone B. If you follow the red line into the facility, you'll pass through the main holding and then another processing area. Beyond that is Isolation Zone B. Talk to Aaron, who is waiting for you outside of the Zone A. I'm thinking of maybe just trying to read
Zone A.
some English text we're gonna get here as I would read it in Romanian, just just for shits and giggles. Let's see. Talk to Aaron.
The founders are wise in all things.
This guy has voice acting though.
Your psychographic profile is required reading for Vorta Field supervisors.
I'm flattered. Do you know about my flatulence profile as well? Follow me, I'll take you to the founder. How childish. Finally, the safety of the founder is now your responsibility. Don't forget that. If she is harmed, the Dominion will have no choice but to respond, and then Karu Khan will be the least of your problems. Let's go. To Isolation Zone B. There's a lot of prisoners here, and I think you can even read some of their stories if you walk up to these cells. This one doesn't seem like it. Anything on this side? Let's see. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Oh, there we go. ISIS terminal. Let's see who's in here.
Inmate 79962.
Species Romulan. Type Class 9. Sentence pending. Requirements. Interactions with other inmates must be monitored. Private recreation and study access. Zeta 9 protocols in effect. Jammers must be active wherever inmate is present. Jammers. Interesting. Communications with inmate must be approved by Warden. Access to technology must be approved by Warden. Commander of the Romulan warbird IRV Hakona and present at the discovery of the planet Iconia. Appointed as second in command to Fleet Commander Tomalak in 2382. Defected to Imperial Romulan state a year later. Commander of remaining Romulan military forces after destruction of Homeworld, named Praetor of the Romulan Star Empire in 2394. Deposed by Sela on stardate 80957.96. Let's see if we can talk to her. Ah, access to inmate is denied. Okay. Let's see if anyone else important is in here. ISIS terminal. Rectastic.
Inmate 79478.
James Fadi Mera, also known as Princep Khan. Human, augment, class 6. Sentenced 20 years without the possibility of parole. Interactions with other inmates must be monitored. Private recreation and study access. Guard required at all medical treatments and counseling sessions. Communications with inmate must be approved by Warden. Access to technology must be approved by Warden. Leader of the radical augment group known as the Children of Khan. Born 2374 on Mars. Underwent accelerated critial neural pathway engineering on Adigion Prime at age 8. Adigion Prime at age 8. Further enhancements to physical attributes, reflexes, vision, and stamina followed 2 years later. Subject exhibits extreme antisocial and psychopathic tendencies. Bipolar symptoms may be due to difficulty processing neural input. Manipulative to an extreme degree, caution is recommended in all interactions. Remanded to Loy's Institute on stardate 70773.7 for long-term therapy. While there, led a patient uprising that resulted in the deaths of all staff on site. Shit. The patients now calling themselves the Children of Khan attempted to enter Romulan space. Apprehended on stardate 84310.7, Mera is too dangerous to be housed in a psychiatric facility. Remanded to Facility 4028 until suitable arrangements make a transfer possible.
Access denied.
Access denied. Who else is in here? I'm gonna try and go up the other side as well. See if there's anyone interesting. No one there, no one there. Oh, there's someone in here. ISIS terminal.
Inmate 91407.
Makan, species Kardashian, class 5, sentence 35 years with the possibility of parole. Requirements: interactions with other inmates must be monitored, private recreation and study access. Guard required at all medical treatments and counseling sessions. Outside communications must be approved by warden. Commander of True Way strike team that attacked colony on Klystron 2, convicted in fatal bombing of amusement center in Lacarian City. Suspected in string of attacks on Bajoran freighters and attempted infiltration of the USS Eperai. Incarcerated at Facility 4028 at request of Cardassian government. All communications about inmate 91407 must be reviewed by Emera Larnian at the Cardassian Ministry of Justice. Open cell door. Oh, I can actually talk to this guy. I can't talk to him. Let's see if I can close the cell door again.
Inmate 91.
Can't close the cell door. Fuck. Okay, another one. Let's see. I think there's a... whatchamacallit?
Inmate 72604.
What do you call them? Those insectoid guys that live in gas. Fuck. Maybe I'll remember it. Anyway, this guy is Alevant, species Lethian, class 4, 28 years with the possibility of parole, holographic interface only, hostile telepath, protocol Zeta 8 in effect. Apprehended on Lysepia on Stardate 86302.4, convicted of hostile telepathy, mind control, and attempted murder of Central Bank of Lysepia official. Suspected of 8 attacks on financial officials in Bolian sector. Previous conviction for mind control and robbery on Capella 4, where he used telepathy to read the mind of a Janus mining manager and gained access codes to the company's Topaline vaults. Nope. And anyone else? Oh, we have one more.
Inmate 51099.
Star, species Gorn, class 2, 40 years with the possibility of parole. Diet plan 85 beta. Sorry about that. BRB. I guess I'm allergic to corn. Diet plan 85 beta. Non-replicated food. Meals served in cell. Bite restraints must be in place at all times when out of cell. Tactical officer and battle leader of Gorn vessel Siahaza. Captured by Starfleet personnel in Argelius system on Stardate 86450.4. Convicted of murder of 17 non-combatant civilians in attack on SS Celestia. Remanded to New Zealand penal colony where he attacked and critically injured 2 guards. Transferred to Facility 4028 for remainder of sentence. Not eligible for prisoner exchange. Anyone else? Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, let's go. Ooh, might be someone downstairs. Banzai! But no. That's closed off. Oh well. Let's see. Let's go through here.
Processing Zone B.
Lower force field and extend the walkway.
You may proceed. Isolation Zone B.
All right.
Extending walkway.
Yep, here we go.
Inmate 9.
Tholian, that's what I was thinking about. Name unknown, species Tholian, class 9. Sentence pending, Tholian environmental protocols, ISIS monitoring required, jammers must be active in inmate's cell. Found an escape pod on Stardate 86187.4, brought to Deep Space K7 for medical treatment. While there, attempted to download information on ship movements and military capabilities from Starfleet database. Held at Facility 4028 pending completion of negotiations with Tholian government for repatriation. And ISIS expert. I guess that is a grade complete. What is it? It doesn't say what it's for. It's probably for reading all of the reports for ISIS. Do you have a favorite mission out of all the episodes? Asks Admiral. I'll have to think about that. Nothing really springs to mind. I like the Jem'Hadar missions we're currently on, but not especially, and especially not after finding out that they give shit XP. A bit disappointed in that.
Access granted.
Name unknown, species changeling, type class X, sentence pending. Requirements, level 8 force field in effect at all times. Visitors must be approved by Warden and Federation Council. Outside communications restricted, inmate not allowed out of cell without Warden's approval. Leader of the Dominion forces during the Dominion War. Surrender to Federation custody after signing of Treaty of Bajor. Rehabilitation and therapy efforts have been ineffective. Medical personnel not equipped to deal with changeling physiology. Utilize subroutine Bashir 98 before any examination. Open cell door.
Granted.
Access to force field controls granted, Admiral. Please lower the force field now if you wish to interact with the inmate. Lower force field. And then we get killed. Whoops. What do you want, Solid? Time is meaningless. I will endure. Founder, we have a situation at Deep Space Nine. Your situation is not my concern. Even if I agree to help with whatever problem you have, what guarantee do I have? Will you send me back here? What is that human saying? To learn about a people, learn how they treat their prisoners? I have been here for many years, Admiral, and I have seen much. Solids are irrational, fearful creatures. You cannot be trusted. Funny thing about that, learn how they treat their prisoners. A way of putting a spin on that relates to Romania is learn about the people, learn how they treat their prisoners. Now, the first meaning of that expression, I would guess, is something that has to do with how you treat other people, how humane you are to people you consider to be criminals, right? But when you're in a less than optimally developed country or situation, learn how they treat their prisoners takes on the connotation of how low do you have to put someone before you can adequately consider them to be undergoing punishment. Spoilers. Prisons in Romania are pretty bad. So you might be able to take a few guesses, not as to how inhumane we are, but how bad is it really outside if, you know, you have to go that low? Just saying. Just saying. And that applies to other countries, of course, like even less developed countries. You're not going to, like, as humane as you want to be, like, you're not going to start putting prisoners in 2-bedroom suites with internet access and rights to download video games for $60 a month. If you want to actually punish someone, you know, for breaking the law. Yeah. Privation of liberty is sometimes just not enough. I'm gonna have to tell you. It's overrated at some points. What, especially in the information age, like you can whatever, that's enough of that. Anyway, I have been here for many years, Admiral, and I have seen much. Solids are irrational, fearful creatures. You cannot be trusted. That is kind of true. Vorta came here with me. I will take you to him. Very well. I have waited here long enough. It is time to rejoin the Great Link. I'm sure all that I have seen and heard over these long years will be of great interest. Let's go.
Founder, your ordeal is at an end.
Save your sycophancy for a more appropriate time, Aaron. I want to leave this place.
Founder, we have taken DS9 in your name and are prepared to extend our campaign throughout the quadrant. Give your blessing to our victory. We are yours to command.
I know you, Karukan. Your fleet failed us in the battle for Deep Space Nine. We lost because you did not arrive.
The fleet was diverted passing through the anomaly. We did
I
not—
need soldiers, Karukan, not excuses. You failed the Dominion once. I will not give you the opportunity to do so again.
No, it can't. Ah! Attack! Kill everyone but the Founder! We are dead! We go into battle to reclaim our lives!
Not so fast. Did you really think I would come here without protection?
Dun, dun,
Soldiers of the
dun.
Gamma Quadrant, show yourselves! Defend your god!
Were you able to spot in that little cutscene who was recording on a professional microphone and who was not? Because I could. Okay, let's gift these people with some mines, shall we?
ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged.
Who saw that coming? Captain, I've lost contact with the Grotius. I'm detecting power failures all over the station and there are signs of weapons fire. But there's something blocking my sensors. I can't get a complete reading. We are near the secondary ISIS core. That might be the best place to determine what's happening and what we can do to get back to the ship. Also, one last thing on the little rant I just did.
ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged.
Exactly that. No, there are actual people in Romania who do minor felonies to get thrown in jail because it's better in jail than outside for them. Especially during winter, so you know, you have a nice schedule, like during summer you do your thing outside, it's fun, but during winter it's gonna be real cold, so gotta get that minor felony done, so you get thrown in jail for a few months, and it's gonna be warm in there, you're gonna have steady food, good stuff. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised, but you might be surprised, that there are probably people in your country that do the same thing and get thrown in jail on purpose. A little thing to think about if you are into that sort of thing. But we are playing video games and we are going to have some fun,
Emergency protocols
even if it
engaged.
kills us.
Antechamber B.
Okay, let's see. Run diagnostic.
Secondary ISIS core.
ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged. ISIS, security override. I'm sorry, Admiral. I'm sorry, Hal. I can't do that.
ISIS is offline. Emergency protocols engaged.
It is not possible to override emergency protocols at this time. Primary ISIS core is offline. The secondary core has limited functionality. Why the fuck? That sounds like a substandard backup. Just saying, maybe you need a redesign. Until order is restored, Facility 4028 is in lockdown. Holomatrices are offline, communications are blocked, a transporter inhibition field has been activated, and the shuttle bay is protected by a Class 10 force field. Okay, very well. What do I need to restore the primary ISIS core? 2 protocols are accepted to restore order in the case of a catastrophic event in the facility. If prisoners are subdued using either lethal or non-lethal protocols, you will enter the you will then be able to reboot the primary ISIS core. Let us do non-lethal because we're goody feds.
Selected. Emergency protocols engaged.
Emergency site-to-site transport is available. If you subdue prisoners and then tag them for transport, I will be able to move them to a safe holding zone. When order is restored, you will be able to bring me completely back online. The holographic staff can take it from there. Choose non-lethal.
Inmates must return to their cells in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so is a violation of facility regulations.
Ooh, let's see. Use console engineering. What do we get here? Should be
Emergency holomatrix control.
Controls for the emergency holomatrix. With your engineering training, you think you can do a partial reboot of the holomatrix and reactivate the prison's holographic riot guards. Nice! You'll need to realign the holomatrix circuits in main holding to make it work, but this will give you an advantage against Karo Khan's forces and any inmate who are attempting to escape. Okay, that's great, I like that. Okay. Did I do that correctly though?
Emergency
Continue. It doesn't seem like it adds any goals to the quest tracker. Weird. And of course the teleportation terminal, the transport room, is off limits. Alrighty. Hello inmates, how are you today? I'm here to make you an offer. Also, that guy looked like Cyclops when he did that. X-Men Cyclops. It was supposed to be a psychic attack though. We saw this guy Elevant when we were looking at information on these cells. It's kinda cool to have to fight him now. The Hakona system. Good question. Not now. I can't answer your question offhand, sorry.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
Item sold in the exchange. Yay! Delicious. I don't really like these prisoners because they just move all over the place and I can't drop my mines in any particular location. Also, the backup just goes in and aggroes anyway, so... Okay, let's see if we can revive this guy. Nice! And this guy too. Sweet. Tag the prisoners.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
Are those all? Oh, there's one more guy up here.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
Hello, have some mines. Nice. The mines actually worked that time. Imagine that.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
Okay, first zone taken care of. Now is the Gorn Star we saw earlier.
Inmates must
Let's
return
activate
to their
some
cells
drones
in an
because there's
orderly
going to be
fashion.
some Jim Hadar
Failure
popping
to
in as
do
well.
so is a violation of facility regulations.
Hello. I can't knock back a Gorn, that would be silly.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
Now I need to find that location. Ooh, anti-proton turrets. These are on my side still. Nice. I need to find where I need to go to activate that stuff for engineering. Oh, here we are. Realign holomatrix engineering.
Emergency holomatrix activated.
Nice.
Riot guards online.
Sweet. Look at that. Look at them riot guards. I wonder what sort of weapons they would be using.
Violence is against facility regulations. All inmates are ordered to return to their cells.
Is the force field down on the other side? No. Okay, let's go down there, but quickly activate the riot guards this time so they can help us.
Emergency holomatrix
Nice.
activated.
Holographic
Riot guards
master.
online.
And they're just gonna stand there? No, okay, they're actually fighting. Makan. We read about this guy too.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
It's actually really nice to see when that I actually have enough viewers now that not all of the conversation in chat is specifically directed at me. Like, it's nice to have an environment for people
Weapons fire detected. Possession
actually
of
have
weapons is a
fun together
violation
and
of facility
interact.
regulations.
I'm hoping that will just keep growing that way.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to
Thor.
safe zone now.
Oh. Oh. Come on, you want to explode. Nice. explosions. If only these corridors were a little narrower, it would be easier to set up mines in them.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
Ooh. Oh, I thought I could switch if I clicked this option, but no, okay.
Inmates must return to their cells in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so is a violation of transporting regulation zone now. Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
Okay. Let's see. Last leg. We have the Undine, and we should have boss battle with the lead Jem'Hadar, I think. Let's see if we can handle this stuff. Hello. Howie, don't hit me. I'm your friend. And then I shoot him in the back.
Access restricted.
It was actually even easier than with my tactical officers.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now. Violence is against facility regulations. All inmates are ordered to return to their cells. Transporting to safe zone now.
Let's see. Last room. Speak to the final prisoner. What is this going to be about? Talk to Amar Singh. We meet again, Admiral. Now this is an interesting situation. You should return to your cell. You never get outside the facility. There's no way out. I can't guarantee your safety unless you return to your cell. And why would I want to return to my cell? No one is attacking me, the facility is in chaos, and given a little luck, I might be able to stroll out the front door. By this time next week, I could be back in Klingon space continuing my research. You'll never get outside the facility. Oh, really? I know this place has a space dock. We used it when we arrived. All I need to do is get a shuttle and escape. There's no way out, and I can't guarantee your safety unless you return to your cell. Stop your incessant yammering and let me think. You have a ship in orbit, but so do the Jem'Hadar, and there is a 90% chance that one or both of those vessels will fire on a ship leaving the facility. I could use the transporters, but there's a 86% chance that ISIS has cut off access. However, I could circumvent ISIS in approximately 3.2 minutes. Very well, I'll return to captivity, but only if you promise to report that I did so willingly. I need every advantage I can get if I am to continue my work. Tag Amar Singh.
Prisoner secured. Transporting to safe zone now.
Okay. Guess that's it. Kind of strange. I was expecting a fight there.
Primary ISIS core.
Reinitialize ISIS. There we go. Hello, Warden. Welcome. Warden, speak to me! I see you, Admiral. It's just... there it is. Diagnostic cycle complete. It took a few seconds for ISIS to bring me completely back online. I apologize for the delay. Can you take it from here? Certainly. Now that ISIS is online, getting the remaining prisoners back in their cells and settled down should be trivial. I've also contacted the closest starbase and requested an engineering team. We'll be back at peak operating capacity in no time. Thank you, Admiral, for your assistance. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been here. Excellent. I'll be leaving with the Founder now.
Primary ISIS
Alrighty,
core.
let's go. Everyone in position. This needs to be epic. Where's... okay, there you are. Slowpoke. Hey, you're not supposed to sit there, you're supposed to sit in the back. I'm supposed to sit in the middle. Prorg. Anyway. Almost good enough. Captain, I'm detecting multiple Jem'Hadar ships, and there are more on an intercept course. I'm contacting the fleet at Bajor, but I don't know if... Incoming hail, sir. It's the lead Jem'Hadar ship. Kar-Ukan wants to speak to you. Hello, Kar-Ukan. Have you reconsidered that pizza?
Your pet, and you will survive, Captain. Refuse, and I will destroy your ship.
That's a bluff, of course.
He's bluffing. He can't harm a founder.
Except he's not.
I can, and I will, Vorta. Victory is life.
Go to warp while you still can. We'll hold them off.
No! I will have the Founder! All ships, attack!
Ow. That looks like it hurt.
Shields at 47% and falling.
Evasive maneuvers.
Indeed.
Pattern shown 6. Launch torpedoes. Full spread.
Sir.
We won't be able to hold them off forever, Captain. Get the Founder and Aeron back to DS9 now. We need them alive.
So much rubble. I suppose they were holding extra rocks in the ceiling just for this eventuality. Rocks and gravel and pieces of loose electronics and some cabling, just, you know, useless cabling, just to drop out, like, you know, dramatically at just the right time. Return to commander. Okay, there we go. That could have been better, but I know you did the best you could. A check of Facility 4028 shows several prisoners unaccounted for. Most will be able to pick up with ease, but there are 2 high priority inmates missing. Taris and someone named James Fadi Mera. I don't know anything about Mera, but Taris had help. An Iconian energy signature was detected near her cell. She could be anywhere now. But the Founder and Aeron are safe and willing to cooperate. That's the only bright spot in this mess. Rescue teams are already in the Ayala system looking for survivors from the battle. The Jem'Hadar took some hits too, but from what we know, Kar-Ukan made it back to Deep Space Nine. This isn't over yet. Okay, so we're gonna get the duty officer cadre, which is the duty officers I was talking about a long while ago. They're pretty good. I think it's a very rare and 2 rares, which is going to be very helpful for a starting officer, a starting character, to get some decent, for a change, duty officers. The personal shield, it's pretty good, but I would rather take the tactical officer. This guy is good on the ground and also comes with Torpedo Spread 3, which is a very good space skill, if you are into torpedoes, of course. Pretty good officer all around, though. Shroud has a cloaking device. Offense buff. Resists hold, snare, and placate. Toxic damage resist and bonus hit points. So he's a pretty solid ground officer that you can get. Collect the reward.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Nice. 47. Alrighty, we have 29,000 DXP left until we can get to level 50. How much is the
Now
XP
that
for
we
the
have
next
the
one?
aid of one of the founders, we should
Only
have no trouble.
4.3k. Bridge officer. I will actually commission this guy at some point, but not today. Maybe after the stream. And let's see, so we have the Dominion cadre. Do we get any info on them? Yes, we do.
Now that we have the aid of one
Oh
of the
my
founders,
God.
we should have no trouble.
Not now. You're missing your cues, Commander Achebe. So Dathan very rare. Omet Ethan and Kudak Ika rare Jem'Hadar. They're very, very useful to have. Ooh, allows the production of Ketracel White from your ship's replicator. Really? I didn't know that. Fuck! I could have produced Ketracel White on my other... And... I didn't know that. Nice. Okay. These soldiers will be bound... Oh, by the way, there are a lot of these duty officers have some hidden stuff like that regarding your replicator. Like, if you have certain races of duty officers, they'll enable their racial specialty foods to be processed, to be produced from your replicator, if they're not already available. So that's really, really fun to do if you want to have a nice menu on your replicator. Okay, let's activate these. Cool. And how much is Ketracel White on the replicator? Whoa. You lied to me. It's not here. You lied to me. Phaser beam stun pistol. I was lied to, apparently. We can get an emergency medical hologram. Yeah, let's get these. Need more duty officers all the time. Apparently there is no Ketracel White here. Maybe I need to switch zones before it activates or something. I don't know. Fucking hell. Yeah, that's enough for this mission.